At the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. For Le'Veon Bell, you know, week 4 looked like he'd maybe turn the corner because he wasn't there in the preseason, 188 total yards, but week 5, Jacksonville held him in check.
Didn't feel like an accident that he had that big yardage total in week 4 because about a month in, right, that's about a month of preseason games and work. So now he's shaking off the rust. But that Jacksonville defense, they are tough. Held him to about half that total. Made it very difficult for him during that game. Pittsburgh's got some work to do on offense.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on third down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
Here we go.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Roethlisberger keeps it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stops. There as his guys will get it at the 25. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, it's Bell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, here's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this one,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
First down, Bridgewater. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, let's take a quick pan across the league and talk about, we've got 3 0-5 teams still in the NFL. 2 that you might expect, Browns and 49ers, but the Giants sitting at 0-5.
Yeah, I don't know how many people would have had that in the preseason. If so, we need to hang out with them because they know what they're doing, right? But here's the thing. San Francisco this week, I believe, goes to Washington.
Yep.
Right? Cleveland, who do they take on this week?
They take on the Texans in Houston.
In Houston. And the Giants, do they go on the road to Denver?
Yes. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin. coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, Murray. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 47 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, looking back to last week, the injury bug really bit some teams. Heck, Houston's defense lost J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless about 10 minutes apart.
Has not been a good last 2 weeks in terms of injuries to key players in the NFL. Dalvin Cook, the rookie runner in Minnesota, who's playing so well, he got hurt the previous week. And as you noted, this week for Houston, Merciless goes down, torn pec, he's out for the season. J.J. Watt, fracture in his leg, gone for the season. And how about in New York? Odell Beckham Jr., fractured ankle, going to get a second opinion, likely gone for the season.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This is Murray. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A handoff. It's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Bridgewater now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And that will knot us up at 10. So maybe not the smoothest attempt you'll ever see, Charles, but he sliced it in off the uprights, and it's 3 points all the same.
Hey, they don't give you 4 if it's right down the middle. Like you said, the ball was slicing pretty sharply, but he got it to bank in, and that's all that matters.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Fresh set of downs here. They go with Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw. That'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A run, it's Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Here's Bridgewater, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Roethlisberger steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll go again with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, timeout on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Now Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out...